Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome. I am Nahkila Isha of Scott Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter interpreting messages and methods from the divine that empower you to create and live an abundant life. So today I'll be doing a pick a card reading. But before we get started, I'd like to ask that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and be sure to ding the bell so you don't miss a thing. So today's question is, where will I be in 5 years? So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the choices are pile A, B, and C. So unless Spirit is just shouting to you which pile to select, you can go ahead and pause right now and make your selection. And here's something I like to share with you. For those of you that are in my Facebook group, the United Light Beings Awakening group, you all know of this discovery I made a few days ago when I was recording the last pick a card reading. So I did not know when the card selections are time-stamped in the comments that you can click on it and it takes you right to that section in the video. Now, I thought maybe I was just slow, but no one in the group said they knew that too. They all didn't know either. So if you're like us and you didn't know, you can actually click the timestamp and it'll take you right to your selected card choice, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into it. This is for those of you that chose pile A. Where will you be in 5 years? And you know what? I usually shuffle and select before getting on, but today I was led, this one? Okay. Today I was led to actually not. Okay, so I'm being told to just pull 3. Am I reading reversals? Okay, Spirit said no. So the first card you got is patience. And what I just heard is, be patient, my dear. All your good harvest is coming to you. In 5 years, you will be exactly where you're setting your intention to be if you follow the steps and the guidance you're being given. You have been receiving signs and messages from the divine, from your highest source of power. And if you take heed, trust, and follow, you will be happy. Your life will be filled with abundance, and your patience will be mastered. If you learn to master patience, you will be there, and Spirit is saying your patience will be mastered. Is there anything else coming through for this? Okay, I just heard you're doing a good job, and the more you give to the world, the more Spirit will give to you. So what you're being told to do right now is to trust and have faith. I heard your act as a service worker, and I'm also hearing light worker, is what will carry you into abundance and bliss in the next 5 years. I heard there will be homes in your future. So I'm hearing there will be wealth and riches. So because this is a general reading, this may not apply to everyone, but Spirit is also saying your version of wealth and riches. It may not be materialistic. I'm being told you're being told to hold your head up high and keep moving forward. Allow those that are not meant to walk this journey with you any longer. Allow them to be let go. Let them go. And if they're removing themselves, allow that to happen. Don't force them to stay. Don't keep that energy in your life, because you're at a period now where Spirit is looking out for you. You've planted those seeds, you've set those intentions, and so now Spirit is doing the magic that Spirit does and making it happen for you. So Spirit is saying, be patient. Wait it out. Wait long enough so that you can reap what you've sown. Don't fight. I'm hearing don't fight the feeling. Okay, so Your next card is all tied up. And what I'm hearing is you are going to be all tied up with what you love. You are not going to look back on any of the moments that brought you sadness and feel any sort of regret or any sort of loss. You are going to be so tied up with living the life of your dreams, so tied up with being in service, so tied up in your blessings that you are not going to be sitting around twiddling your thumbs thinking, if only I hadn't, or if only I had, or woulda, coulda, shoulda. You're going to be in a state of gratitude because everything that you are harvesting now will be in your present 5 years from now. Thank you. Now you got Goddess of the Moon, and Spirit is saying your intuition will be stronger. You will be so divinely guided that your manifesting power will be to the 10th degree. So Spirit is saying to get in the habit now of being what it takes to be what you just heard 5 years from now. Because understand, we all have free will. So this prediction is based on you trusting, surrendering, and taking action. Surrendering, trusting, and taking action. That's what this is based on. Now, you have free will to not do that. And if you don't do that, then everything that has just been predicted for 5 years from now will not come to pass. But Spirit is telling you you're now at a crossroads and you have the opportunity to make it happen. And I just heard, so make it happen, Captain. Okay, so this is for those of you that chose pile A, and thank you so much. If this resonated with you, please go ahead and let me know in the comments and leave me a thumbs up. And also, if you didn't subscribe, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do so and ding that bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much. So this is for those of you that chose pile B. And reading reversals. Okay, it was just so take the one that just fell and the one in your hand. And Spirit said, no, I am not. And I have a feeling my deck is turned upside down. Actually, it's not. It's just a bunch of cards are upside down. Okay, so pile B, the first card you got is Angel of Strength. And what Spirit is saying is that you are strong. And 5 years from now, you are going to be even stronger. Even stronger. Now, just like I explained to pile A, these predictions are what you will receive if you surrender, trust, and take action based on the guidance the Spirit is giving you. Now, of course, you have free will, and no matter what comes through today, your actions will determine whether this is your manifested reality or someone else that's watching today. And this is a general, so if you'd like to get a message that is specifically for you and where you'll be 5 years from now, then you can check the description box and schedule a personal reading, okay? But Spirit is saying you're strong, you will be even stronger. I'm hearing you are going to have fire coursing through your veins and a pep in your step. So you are going to be so immersed in what you love, so immersed in what you love, and so good at it that you are going to be so strong. I'm hearing at creating your future, manifesting your life, and helping others to change theirs. So I'm hearing you are a light worker, but you're a change bringer. You're a change bringer. You're not a light, we all have different roles to play as light workers, and you are a light worker that is here to create change. You are here to stir up what's within a person's soul, to make them look at what's within so that they can release what's not meant to be there, and so that they can replace it with what is. So the more you continue on your journey to do just that, 5 years from now, you're going to be helping others do the same thing. So Spirit is telling you, in those moments when you feel weak, those moments that you feel like giving up, remember your strength. And that strength stems from you being the divine, having a human experience. That strength comes from the army of angels of highest light and love, the guardians, the ascended masters, the guardian spirits that are here assisting you on your journey in this lifetime to fulfill your mission. So Spirit is saying, do not give up. Do not give up. Because every day that you defeat fear and tap into your strength, you're getting stronger. Every day you defeat doubt and worry and stress and tap into your strength, you're getting stronger. And 5 years from now, it's not going to be so much of an effort to do this. 5 years from now, it's going to be second nature. Okay. So your next card, for those of you that chose pile B, is 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So again, your connection to the divine is going to grow. It is going to get even stronger. Spirit is saying, really make sure you're connecting regularly, and do that through meditation. Also, Spirit is telling you not to fear what may come as a result to you activating and tapping into your full potential in your psychic abilities and gifts. Okay. So you may be looking like, I'm not psychic, but guess what? You are. We all are. We're born psychic, but we forget that. And then we think it's just something reserved for a select few, but it's not. We all have the gift. It's just a matter of doing what you're going to be doing in 5 years, helping others release it. It's a matter of you releasing what's keeping it buried so that you can bring it up to the forefront. Is there anything else here? I just heard you are very connected. You are very connected. And it's not just meant for you. You're connected because you have a role to play in this world to free people from their self-inflicted, I'm hearing, pain and prisons. Okay. So you also got appreciation. So 5 years from now, you are going to be so appreciated for the work that you do. You are going to have a name in the community that is, I'm hearing the spiritual community that's relevant to what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you are going to have a name within that community. Now, for some of you, you may be like world renowned known. For some of you, it may not be that, but within the circle of influence that you have, your name will ring bells. Your reputation will be known. I'm hearing before you even enter the room, people are going to know who you are. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, that's him, or oh, that's her. Like, oh my goodness. I've heard about you. I'm so excited to meet you. Let's talk, let's connect, let's collaborate, let's work together, So be prepared. Be prepared. With this gift that you have comes great responsibility, but you know that on a soul level and you agreed to it. So Spirit is saying, do not fear, tap into that strength that came up in that first card and know that you were built for this. You were created for this. You were made for this. And nothing and no one can change that but you. That's it. You're the only one that can change that. So Spirit is saying, put on your big girl panties or your big boy drawers, strap up your bootstraps, and get to work, because 5 years will come before you know it. And if you surrender, trust, and take action, life is good for you. Life is good. Okay. So thank you for those of you that chose pile B. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do so and ding that bell so you don't miss a thing. And if this resonated, please leave me a comment. Let me know how so, and give me a thumbs up because I really, really love those. Okay. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon. So for those of you that chose pile C, where will you be in 5 years? Where will you be in 5 years? Okay, I was just told, yes, you are reading reversals for that one. Take both of these. Okay. And I was told yes. Okay, so your first card you got was deceit. Okay. But this is good because Spirit said I'm reading it in reversals. So if you chose pile C, you have been facing situations and people that have been deceptive. Because why? You've been deceiving yourself. Now, the way you've been deceiving yourself could be multiple ways. Number one, what's coming through the strongest is that you've been deceiving yourself because you've been playing small. You've been deceiving yourself because you have not been utilizing the gifts that you have. You've been feeling this nagging, I'm hearing current, where you've known that you're not just what you think you are. Like there's something within you that knows there's more to you than meets the eye. And Spirit is saying, yes, there is. And you've been deceiving yourself, but today that stops. And when you stop deceiving you, you'll stop attracting deceivers. So 5 years from now, this came in reverse. 5 years from now, you are going to have that mastered where you are fully in your power. You know who you are. You know what you're here to do. And guess what? You're no longer going to attract deceivers in love, in friendships, or in business relationships. You are going to attract people that are honest, that are loving, that are sincere, that are truthful. Why? Because that's who you are. That's who you've always been. You just had a bit of a difficult time remembering that. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to remember. Remember who you are on a soul level. Remember who you were before the world taught you who you should be, okay? So if you chose policy, you also got angel of love. Angel of love. Okay, so what I'm being told to tell you is 5 years from now, you are going to be with the one. You are going to be with your significant other. It didn't say a significant other. That's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing your significant other. So again, it makes sense because as of right now, you've been receiving deceivers. So Spirit is clearly talking to those of you that are interested, that's got love on the brain. You have been attracting deceivers because you've been deceiving you. When you become clear on who you are, you accept it, and you live in that energy of who you are on a soul level, that's when your heart and your soul will then begin to vibrate at the frequency of the one you were placed here to love and the one that was placed here to love you. So once you get rid of that deceit, guess what? There's no limit. All possibilities are available to you. All doors of possibility are open, including love. So 5 years from now, I'm hearing you're going to be happily married. Now, of course, this is a general reading, so this happily married may not apply to everyone. And marriage, the institute of marriage, the way we've come to know it to be, may not be for you. Happily married could be a commitment where you've taken vows to each other with the divine as your witness. Doesn't necessarily mean you go through the system and have a piece of paper where some stranger stands before you and says, okay, now I pronounce you husband and wife. That may not be what marriage is for you. It could be. It doesn't matter. Whatever that means for you, okay? And some of you, I just heard you may be married to the game, but it's coming through like you may be married to what you're here to do. You may be married to your mission, your journey, and you will be so in love with self and those you're called to serve that love is going to fill you up, right? That love will fill you up. So again, this is general. If you're interested in a personal reading to find out more about where you will be in 5 years, check the description box and schedule. It's like right down there. You see it? Check it out. Okay. So your last card is Magician and the Mirror. Ooh, look at Spirit. So what this is saying is Spirit is saying right now today, it's time for you to take a look at yourself. Get in that mirror, stare yourself dead in the face, and get real with yourself. See how your current reality is a reflection of what's in here. It's a reflection of what's in here, right? When you shift what's in here and what's in here, then what's on the outside is going to shift too. So it goes back to that first card of deception, right? Spirit is letting you know you are the magician of your life. You have the power to alter your reality. And whether you accept that power and control that power, the power is still there. So if you're magically creating your reality anyway, why not create it in a way that makes you happy, a way that has you shine and show up as your true self? Why not create it in a way where you're able to serve and to give unconditional love and receive it? Why not? So Spirit is telling you 5 years from now, if you surrender, trust, and take action based on the guidance you receive, you are going to be happy. You are going to be prosperous. Your life is going to be filled with an abundance of blessings, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. So what are you waiting for? Release all the things that aren't serving you and get in touch with you. Speaking of mirror time, I have shared this before on our Wednesday Live Empower Hours. I've shared it in the United Light Beings Awakening group. I have mirror time with my higher self quite often. And my higher self checks me. Like, we have real live conversations. It's time for you to get in touch with your higher self and receive the message that your higher self has for you and take heed, because your higher self is rooting for you. Your higher self is going to remind you of who you are, and it's going to point out those things that serves you to release. Okay. Also, mirror work is good for affirmations, declarations, declaring in the mirror what you're choosing to be more of. And I say that because it's not like you're becoming anything. You already are everything that you can ever imagine or dream of being. But it's just a matter of remembering. So you're just doing this to remember who you are, right? To release who you've been taught you are and to remember who you truly are. So that is the message for those of you that chose Pile C, where you will be in 5 years. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you didn't subscribe already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and be sure to ding that bell so you don't miss a thing. And if it resonated, leave a comment. Let me know how so. And please leave a thumbs up because I love those. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I'll talk to you soon.